Hey, all right, that worked. Good deal. Hey, all right. Hey, today I am going to try a new inlay type. This is kind of a cheat. It's two-part epoxy resin, and this could end up looking really nice, or it could explode. So let's see how it goes. Hey, welcome in, everybody. This is going to be a pretty short one. Hey, Grumpy. This is my two-part epoxy resin sheet, I guess you could call it. Let's see how it's looking. Oh, wow, it's actually looking pretty good. That's going to look stellar. Cool, cool. Hey, Miss June, thank you for stopping in. 104 of y'all watching. I appreciate that. Y'all can take a moment, double tap that screen, hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate that too. Thank you, Grumpy. Let's see where we're at. I'm going to take off a little bit more here, a little there. Most of it looks pretty good though. And you can see I got a couple air pockets in the epoxy. But if we don't find too many of those, there's another one there. We should be able to get down past those pretty easy. What's up, Mike? Uh-oh. See the little split right there. Nice. All right, let's see where we're at. A little bit more right there. And I got another air bubble there. Uh-oh. Little gap there. Let's take it down a little bit more and see. I've never done this before. This is just two-part, just off-the-shelf 5-minute epoxy. And I mixed that in with some mica to create the inlay. But you can't really see down into the gap you're inlaying, so you're just kind of hoping you get everything right. But this is just a test. I think that a thinner epoxy mix doing a proper pour would fill in much better. And then I can always coat this in UV resin to fill in those gaps. Well, I've been enjoying the epoxy. Those blanks that Miss Francis sent me have been a lot of fun to turn. I actually want to get a mold and start making my own. So my thought is I want to mix it up and do kind of like my candy paint jobs, except do clear resin full of metal flake and then tape and spray candy over the top of that. I think that would look pretty cool. All right, just a touch more in this spot, and then I think we'll be ready for some sandpaper. I will definitely check them out. All right. Yeah, I can get that last little bit with some sandpaper. Uh-oh. What's happening there? Oh no, the whole thing's coming apart as it heats up. Look at that. That was unexpected. Interesting turn of events. Did y'all see that? It's all right. Adapt and overcome, man. That's why we experiment, right? I think it's just the pressure I had on it. So we're going to lay a little CA glue in there. Back the pressure off. Maybe hit it with some activator. And get back to work. Let's wash that off and see what it looks like. I really think this 5-minute epoxy is just too soft. Either that or it just doesn't like being mixed with the mica. I think it works well, though. I mean, it looks nice. It got the effect that I wanted. Let me, my UV light is not plugged in. Oh, there it is. Now it is. Cool. Hey, Miss Francis. Ooh, that's horrible looking for you guys, isn't it? Well, that's even worse. That is a little better. That might help that stay together a little bit so we can get some more sanding done on it. I've got two lights on the same USB style gantry, but I can't find them. This is zebra wood, Miss Francis. Do I have a piece? Yeah. This is what I cut it off of. Started off to be a knife handle at one point, and then the blade didn't work out, so I changed handle shapes. It feels good enough. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Still got that little bubble right there, but for the purposes of this test, I think that's going to be just fine. I think I got a bearing going bad in my lathe here, because that's annoying. Let that spin for a moment, and then we'll wet sand it and see how it looks. Yes, Miss Francis, I believe the pictures you sent when I was trying to help you identify some of that stuff in the garage was definitely zebra wood. I'd have to look again, but I'm pretty sure it was. Wow, 184 y'all hanging out. Thank you, guys. Wouldn't mind smashing that like button. Let me know you've been here. I'd appreciate it. Oh, 260 of you now. Geez, oh. I'm not even doing anything. Y'all are hanging out. I could just leave my lathe running for y'all all day. Welcome back, Miss June. All right, so Miss Francis, while I have you here, the problem I'm having with this epoxy is it wants to squeeze out. Now, it's just a two-part, like in the tube squeeze out. It's not even the good stuff, because I don't have any of that. Does that stuff ever cure hard, or does it always kind of stay flexible since it's designed for repairing things? Get off of there. This is the stuff I was talking about. Just the 5-minute epoxy. It's been curing for, I don't know, since this morning sometime. The pile of it I had sitting there got really hard. The leftover. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm impatient. See, generally when I do these inlays, I use veneer. But I'm out of thin CA glue. I'm waiting on an order to come in, so I can't really get the penetration that I need for it to hold the veneer in place. I need one of those big UFO things like you have, Miss Francis. Turn that light on and run everybody out of the house. Thank you, Suzanne. Yes, ma'am. I have a tab up for them already. I've actually got quite a few things in my cart from them. All right, here's the 12K, and then we're done. Well, no matter what it looks like when I turn it off, it didn't fly apart on me. So I'm going to count that as a win. Get a little paste wax. All right. Let's see what we won. Could have gone a little bit thinner, it looks like. See one little spot right there where I didn't get quite enough wood out. But the pattern looks nice. So, for its final form, this is going on an old school toker. Ooh, that was bright. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. So there, in case anybody's wondering, never been used. All right. Not bad for 36 minutes. Didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to go, but it does prove proof of concept that I can mix the resin. I can create my inlays this way, which will save a lot of time. Because like I said, I generally cut them out of veneer. So you're taking these sheets and making layers to get your pattern. And while they work great, you can get a lot of really cool details from them. It becomes not necessarily bothersome, but it's limiting in a sense, because you can only use, when you can't really see the grain of the wood, the lights and the darks, that's really all the wood's good for. So I would just like to be able to do some various things. So pearl powders, copper dust, things of that nature, I just think would look really good as inlays. So that's what today's experiment was about, to see if it would even work. It does work. So now we'll invest in a little bit better resin. And yeah, so next time you see me do this, we won't have the oopses. But I am going to jump off of here. I kind of jumped in between a couple of other people's lives. I didn't want to step on too many toes today. If you guys could hit the like button on the way out of the door, I would very much appreciate that. We're at 32, and that's cool. I'll show y'all what we did once again. And I thank you guys for hanging out tonight, or this afternoon, or morning, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I hope you guys have a great day, and enjoy the rest of your week. Talk to y'all later.